mugs. My kitchen is so silly. Like I have way too many mugs, but I collect them, I guess. I don't know. That's it.
Which Beatles band is your favorite?
Oh, that is the hardest question ever. I go through phases. So right now I've been on a George kick for the past couple months, but Paul, I just met him, and that was on my list of things, you know, like my bucket list, and I met him twice in 1 month. I met him one time, and like, I didn't know what to say to him because I didn't prepare, because I didn't know I was going to meet him, so I didn't know, I mean, I had like 25 years to prepare. I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner, but when you finally are standing there with, you know, it's like, what do you say? Like, everybody doesn't know what to say to Paul McCartney, so I was like, have fun tonight, and I did this weird thing with my arm, and everyone made fun of me for like 2 weeks, and then I was rehearsing with my band before tour, and he was rehearsing next to us, and I'm sitting in the bathroom peeing, and I hear, you know, when I find myself in times of trouble, and I start crying in the bathroom, and so I walk out, and he's there, and we talked for like 15 minutes. I have a picture. It's still on my phone. Like, it'll never change off my home screen. I know. Sorry.
Do you have a favorite Beatles song?
Well, that's a hard one too. I have a top 10 that like I make a new one every couple of years, but right now my favorite has been "Got to Get You Into My Life." Yeah, it's my #1.
Do you like to write this kind of slower, melancholy type of songs? Is that really you, or is that just this album?
I'd say that's really me. I mean, I wrote them all, so it's, you know, where it comes from, and I mean, I'm definitely really emotional, so. But in real life, you know, I'm very much like, I'm a little bit more charismatic than most people think by just hearing those songs. But, I mean, if you listen to the album, it definitely goes up and down. The singles have been kind of slow in tempo, I guess you could say. But where I put all that stuff is in my music. Like, how I get through life is writing songs. And normally, it's when I'm, like, super emotional is when I write a song. So, I always have to try to write a more up-tempo one because my natural instinct is to always write something kind of slow. But the second album I've been writing now, you know, for over a year, and there's definitely going to be some fun ones.
Do you expect it to be this big?
What's that? Did I expect to be this big? No, no way. I don't even know what that means. I still feel like the same girl. I just have a way cooler job, you know. I'm not a waitress anymore, but. I didn't expect any of it, which I think is really cool because neither did anyone else, as far as that wouldn't have been the first single that everyone put out. Like, I kept breaking all these rules almost in the music industry. I was a waitress and unsigned when my song was on TV. You know, like, it didn't make any sense. And I feel like every once in a while something like that happens where, you know, it's kind of like destiny or something. I don't want to sound like a hippie, but it's, you know, I didn't see it coming, and I'm very grateful.
Any new tattoos?
New tattoos?
Yes.
Yeah, I just got a brand new one. I'll have to show you.
Show it.
I can't just talk about it. But I just got this. It's still healing. It's a little pug. This was my dog Lexi that just passed away.
Oh.
So she went to doggy heaven. I know. So now I get to look at her every day. Oh, did you want to focus?
What's the one you have down there?
Which one?
The Arabic word.
Oh, it says Maktab. It's
Oh.
from my favorite book called The Alchemist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it means it is written.
What's your songwriting process like? Do you have to be in a certain environment? Do you make tea or like? Does all the chairs have to be white?
Magic tea. I make this magic tea and the sun comes. It's different every day for me because I never know when a song's going to come, a genuine one. I write all the time just in case a good one's in there. But I believe in this idea of like, you know, it kind of coming through me. Like, I don't think it just comes right from me. So I have to almost catch it, you know, if it's coming. And so I try to get to an instrument or a pen or my voice memos. I don't know what I would do without my voice memos on this phone. It's filled with album 2 in this phone. But the only thing that's consistent is how emotional I am, like how upset it would almost seem. Like sometimes I get like heart palpitations and I'll think like I ate something bad. But it's really like, it's a song that has to come out because it's always, it's how I feel better.
You got a big break from So You Think You Dance, and you've been featured in almost every reality dance show. Do you dance for yourself?
No, I mean, I can get down in the club, but I don't like, you know, ballroom dance and contemporary dance. I mean, maybe when no one's looking, but no, it's always silly to me to think that a dance show, you know, or that's how cool, maybe I should say, that technology and TV and, you know, how this breaking all these boundaries can be, because no one would have expected, you know, a song to, a dance show to create someone's musical career, so.
So you don't think you can dance?
I don't think I can dance. Great question.
Werewolves or vampires, which one would you be?
Oh, vampires, hands down, no question about it.
Why?
Well, I thought a lot about this because I fell in love with the Twilight books when they all first came out back in like 2008, and or no, it was like it was like 2008, and so for me, Twilight, I mean, it's very Romeo and Juliet, the story of those two, and you know, it just happens to be that they're vampires, but I think it's more about the love story in Twilight that I really fell in love with. But at the same time, there's this idea with vampires that women, it's like dangerous, you know, and Rob Pattinson is a total babe. I mean, there's all these different elements to it that make vampires seem so awesome. But I actually grew up reading Anne Rice novels, so I've been a vampire fan forever. I'm not sure exactly why.
Will you be contributing to the next soundtrack?
I don't know if I can talk about it.
Okay, can I just ask, is it more challenging to write for the soundtrack rather than just your own songs for your own stuff?
You know what? It was challenging in a really cool way because I write all my songs about my experiences, but it was the first time as a songwriter that I got to step out of my life, because I'm not a vampire. Bummer. I totally wish I was. But at the same time, though, I'm so familiar with Edward and Bella and their story that like it came really naturally for me to write a song for them. So I'd like to maybe continue to challenge myself in that area with films and other things like that. But it was a lot of fun, I should say, writing that song. And the whole experience. I mean, I was like on a private plane with all the vampires, like sweating and trying not to call them by their character names. It was so awesome.
If someone made a film about you, what would it be called?
Oh my God! How do I? Let's see. I don't know. Maybe something to do with magic, you know, or like Cinderella or something. You know, like that's what I felt like. You know, so I don't know. I'm not there yet. We'll see.
You went from normal girl doing waitressing jobs and writing in your free time to being launched into this world of stardom, sort of. Do you think you'll ever get used to the attention?
That's a great question. I'd say I try not to think about it. I think if you, you know, really kind of get into it too much, that's the people that start to change and, you know what I mean, like lose themselves in it, you know? And I just have too many amazing people in my life, because I wouldn't say it's me, you know, I'm in this crazy circus, so most days I'm always depending on my family and my friends and my band and my crew to just like, you know, smack me in the head if I'm being a weirdo, you know, like I really, I try to stay out of it and just enjoy every moment that comes. I mean, it's definitely peculiar right now to be sitting with everyone, you know, but it's just part of it, and I don't think too much about it.
Okay, small question. How hard was it for you to work in 2 studios at the same time? And are you going to do that again for the next album?
No way. Okay, making the album Love Strong was so intense. You know, in 33 days it was just. Now I've been writing it for 8 years. You know, you could say, or I've been preparing for it, but. Then again, you never know what it's like until you do it, and all the advice I could have gotten, you know, wouldn't have helped. And so I drank a lot of chocolate milkshakes, and I cried a lot, and I was physically running from Studio 1 to 2, and we got it done, and I'm really proud of it. But no, album 2 is gonna be so different. I've got like, you know, time scheduled already, and I mean, but the other thing is I can't complain because I was making an album and chasing a single at the same time. It was a very unique situation. I feel like most albums don't happen that way, and if anything, I'm proud of myself for getting through it, but album 2 will definitely be a lot more relaxed.
What's the one thing you want to see your fan do that you haven't seen before? Something to do for you?
To do for me?
Yeah, your
Oh
fan.
gosh. I don't know. I've seen it all. I feel like my favorite is when they all sing. You know, when I'm on stage, and I've recently, especially being over here in this region of the world, it's the loudest. And anyone has sang Jar of Hearts to me. You can't even hear me. I mean, it's awesome. I could mess up. I could sing a totally different song, and everyone is just. So I'd say, you know, I feel like I'm there for them. I don't want anything from them. I just want to give them my songs, and that's good enough for me.
Okay, one more last one.
Chris.
Yeah. No, sorry. Yeah.
Tell us about your concert tonight. Any songs and
Sure. Well, tonight, I'm sorry.
Any surprise or what?
Surprises? No, I mean, I would definitely say, I mean, there's no pyro and there's no outfit changes. It's really simple. I mean, I don't even have a stage set with me. It's just like our instruments, you know, it's really simple looking, but it's just about the songs and the emotions, you know, that we're all going to feel together. So don't come if you don't want to feel anything.
No vampires?
And no vampires. But I've got some handsome guys in my band. But I will say it's a lot. I have a lot of fun when we do it. I was always worried in the very beginning that like maybe it would be too kind of mellow, or you know, or I don't want to bum people out, you know. And if anything, it's the opposite. I feel like everybody leaves smiling and singing. Everyone sings the whole show, so it's a lot of fun.
Okay, should we do pictures right now?